Thank you, Mark, for that kind introduction. And it's such a pleasure to welcome graduates, family, alumni, faculty, staff. It's really, really a great pleasure to be here today in the commencement ceremony of our Global Executive MBA class of 2025 and the Tsinghua INSEAD Executive MBA class of 2024. And of course, I need to first, express a particular welcome to our graduates that are here. Congratulations on your amazing achievements. But after that, I really want to thank some others. Of course, I want to thank, our speaker and our dean and our associate dean that are here, to contribute to the ceremony, as well as all of those that are supporting our work here. But I want to invite all of you to express the gratitude to all of those that are some here with us. Because if there is a degree where the decision to join, the support during the process that you go through, the preparation for what comes after, it's this degree. Because often this is done with the family support while you're here, while you're away, while you're really carving the time, the effort, and the energy to do this demanding but exciting program. And so I wanted to really thank the families, your loved ones, all of you that you know deep inside that have supported you through your journey, that has made this amazing day possible. Let's give them a hearty round of applause for all that they've done. And your graduation is indeed a tremendous achievement. But more than that, graduation is really a magic moment in academic life, where the entire community gets together to recognize and celebrate the hard work, the resilience, the passion that has brought you to this outstanding milestone. So I'm really pleased and grateful to be here with you in the start of this exciting new chapter in your life. But graduation is also an important time for you to take a step back and to look around and appreciate the wonderful classmates that you have around you. A truly diverse cohort with an amazing set of global trajectories and experiences. Each one of you has brought something special to your group: personality, culture, competence, experience, traits, perspectives. Together with all of those, you've overcome significant obstacles that come with such a demanding global program. And you have done so with energy, with enthusiasm, with determination, but also with kindness. And while you learned a lot in the classroom, I know that you learned a lot from each other's strengths, differences, and challenges. You have supported each other, and through that, forged deep and powerful ties that you will keep for life. And this is a fundamental part of INSEAD and its experience. And today, as Mark mentioned, it's not the end of your cohort journey. It's just the beginning of a different journey. You will become a graduate of INSEAD, which brings with it a really powerful network of peers and friends around the world, and will be with you and alongside you in the next stage of your journey. Enjoy the lifelong connections you have made with each other and with the school. Enjoy your amazing peers assembled here today. But your wonderful group did not join any school. You joined INSEAD. And for the benefit of family and friends, I want to share a few words about the story, the mission, and the distinct nature of our institution. Because INSEAD is indeed a very special place. A mission-driven school that stays true to its founding values of diversity, independence, rigor and relevance, closeness to business, and entrepreneurship. Founded in 1957, INSEAD is the brainchild of Georges Doriot, a French professor that at the time was at Harvard Business School, and also the creator of venture capital globally. At that time, there were already other business schools in France and, in fact, around Europe. But they were quite far from the practice that existed in the US at that time. So, INSEAD was his notion of bringing to Europe cutting-edge management education. But also to do more than that, to connect people and cultures, to contribute to building peace and prosperity in Europe that had just come out of 2 world wars. But what's quite important is how he thought about doing it, because his vision is that it was possible to do so through business understanding, through business exchange, and through leadership. And this is the unique combination which is so powerful today as it was many years ago when INSEAD was founded. In fact, I hear about these unique aspects of INSEAD all the time when I connect to the alumni community, because I hear them always saying, INSEAD changed my life. And talking to our graduate speaker today, I have the sense that we may hear some of that also as well today. And in fact, this perspective of how INSEAD changed one's life, touches us in different ways. In fact, the first time that I was struck by INSEAD was not when I started last year. In fact, the transformational power of our school, I felt it in the early 80s. At that time, I was a geeky preteen in Portugal. As you know, I went to study physics, and so management education and academia in business was quite far from my mind. And you have to think that in 1980, Portugal was really only 6 years after our revolution and a few other 6 years before we joined the European Union. So it's quite an insular place at that time. And why was I touched by INSEAD? Because my dad, at that time, in his early 40s, he was a marketing executive in a Portuguese company. And he came to INSEAD to do a long executive program in marketing, which was his area. And I can tell you that the knowledge, the experience, the colleagues that he had once he came to INSEAD had a long-lasting impression on him, his personality, his career, his journey. And even though he only lived 10 years past that time, because he unfortunately passed early on his life, it really had a lasting impression on myself and my sister, who are the only ones that at that time had basically an age to kind of understand how much of an impact it had had on his life. And this impression stayed in the family and has really, left a mark on my impression of INSEAD since that early age, that eventually down my career and my personal trajectory ended up where I am today as dean and contributing in a completely different way. And in fact, I was thinking about what happened to my speech. But of course, INSEAD has evolved and grown since 1957 and since 1980. We have established campuses around the world, here in Singapore, in Abu Dhabi, and a hub in San Francisco. We have gained global recognition and impact. Our faculty are creating, pioneering research that is making fundamental difference in the way that companies address relevant topics, from AI to circular economies or the future of work. We're always innovating and looking for the future through our curriculum, our executive training, and our global engagement. But most importantly, INSEAD has remained true to the vision of our founders and our mission of bringing together people, culture, and ideas to develop responsible leaders who transform business and society. And in today's polarized world, the need to bring people together, to collaborate, to dialogue, to communicate, to drive impact has never been more urgent. And that's INSEAD's mission. And that's also what you have experienced through the diversity of your group, the knowledge and expertise of our world-leading faculty, and the relevance of the curriculum. And this brings me to your responsibility. The next stage of your journey is at a crucial moment in history. The fast rate of digital transformation with AI, the huge impact that it can have on the business world cannot be understated. You're feeling that as you go through your own careers and journeys. The speed of global warming is accelerating, and we have a responsibility to address it in our own business decisions. The world is experiencing warring and migration, and many governments are becoming more inward-looking. But despite this challenging and sobering context, I remain optimistic. And that's thanks to you, the Gemba and Tiemba graduates. After all, you've just completed an executive MBA at INSEAD, the business school for the world. The business schools that prepares leaders to deal with all business and societal issues responsibly, ethically, and without judgment, to make a positive impact, to drive transformation. As graduates of INSEAD, you carry great responsibility. You are in a unique, privileged position, one with the potential to change people's lives. You're equipped with the knowledge and the tools not only to navigate the world in this challenging context, but to lead others responsibly with the vision to make the world a better place. You are the leaders that can lead change with new ideas and ways of doing business. And I encourage you to remember what you have learned here at INSEAD. I want you to use the knowledge that you have acquired. Take it to the future companies or back to your communities. Take it in a way that you can fulfill this outsized role that you can play in transforming the world. It depends on you and what you decide to do. Once you go out to your companies, to your communities, that choice is about how you think about your role. If you think about that as you enter a car, you can be in that passenger seat, see where your company, where your community, where your local environment is taking you, paying attention, perhaps giving remarks, helping the driver. Or you can be that driver. You can be deciding where it goes, what path does it chart, what example that it gives. That's the possibility, that's the responsibility, that's what you can do as you go out there and lead in the world. But you're not alone in this task. As you step forward into the world as proud INSEADers, remember that you're now part of a global community of more than 70,000 strong INSEAD alumni in 180 countries, a global community of responsible leaders such as you. No other business school has the breadth and the depth of an alumni community like ours. This network is not just a testament to our shared history, it's really a vibrant, active community ready to support you in future endeavors. And I can tell you that I feel it every time I meet this community. The last time has been 2 weeks ago in Dubai, and again the same feeling. The engagement, the sense of possibility, the sense of transformation, the sense of responsibility is there every time I meet our amazing graduates. And so, final few words. First, to invite you to stay in touch. We are fully vested in your success. So I look forward to hearing your stories of success in the future. And I want to learn how INSEAD has transformed your lives. You, the Gemba class of 2025 and Tiemba class of 2024. But it's not just your personal histories that I want to hear, but also the stories of how you're carrying INSEAD's mission forward, about how you will make INSEAD's values your own to make a positive impact on business and society. I have no doubt that you will change the world for the better. It won't be easy, but I have faith in you because you are INSEADers. Congratulations and all the best to the amazing Executive MBA class of 2025 and the Chingwa INSEAD Executive class of 2024. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Francisco, for your inspiring and encouraging words to our class of 25 and 24. It is now my pleasure to introduce you to our dynamic Associate Dean of Advancement, Nida Yanuskis. Nida herself is a proud Gemba 23 grad and has spent the last 9 years at INSEAD championing all alumni-related things. Today, she's thrilled to welcome you to our ever-growing family of alumni. Please join me in welcoming Nida to the stage.